Alright guys, welcome back to Redblurr Gaming. As I said in the previous video that I was going to get organised and talk about the practice game that I played with one of the boys from the Redblurr Gaming group, Blackmane, and go through how it went. I've played Tau. Sorry, I shouldn't say. Obviously, I played Tau, Retaliation Cadre. We played 2,000 points. The list was my normal list that I have been testing for the last little bit of 10th and looking forward to playing in future. Blackmane played 2 Catan shards, big Necron walker, couple of mobs of standard warriors, death marks, a few characters, wraiths. It was good fun, bit of a laugh. Blackmane ended up winning by about 4 points. I think it was 32 to 28, but that was obviously before you add the paint scores because we both had a fully painted army, which is what he managed to get done in his section of the 100 minis or the Million Minis challenge, where we pledged to paint 100 minis each. He got his Necrons fully painted, based the whole kit. He has a fully painted army for the first time in his entire life, which definitely give shout outs to Blackmane for that and completing it. So GW did share a few things with everyone for 11th that were easily obtained and downloadable. Showed you how the new terrain layouts sit on maps. This is Hammer and Anvil. This is what we chose to play. As you can see there, it gives you good distances of measurement. So we used the Hammer Anvil terrain layout. I set the terrain up. It was a hilarious day because I lost a tape measure and just did not have much luck. We had 3 different mission options, which obviously GW did put on their community page, so we got a chance to go through and have a look at them. As you can see there, if I can get this out far enough, because I've got stuff in the way. 1 second, I'm just going to put some paints back, which, you know, let's get paints out of the way. Good job. Should have done that before you set up. And we would be able to have things out of the way so much easier. You know, we're not all smart cookies around here. Not always am I thinking the best I can, which, you know, all of us make mistakes. So stuff out of the way, bits and pieces pushed back. There we go. Now we can see what we got. So we got Death Trap. Was one of the primary missions that was given to us through the community, on the community page. As you can see there, I've copied and pasted the image, like saved the image and printed it out. That was the first one. Punishment was the second. Again, this is what they gave us with the community of Thingo, like one of the community pages. And the third one, which is, bless me, only sneezed, upside down, and I will get it back in view again, is Determined Acquisition, which is what we chose to play, what we rolled off for, which at the end of any battle round, any of your turn, for each objective you control, that you didn't control at the start of the turn, excluding a home objective, you get 2 victory points for. And then from the second battle round onwards, you score 3 for each objective you control, and then another 3 if it's each of those that are in your opponent's territory, which didn't happen. None of us held each other's primary, like our home objectives. It was pretty hit and miss, touch and go. End of my first turn, I think I managed to pick up 2 extra victory, like 2 extra primary objectives. So I scored like 4 on primary and T1. Blackmane picked up 1, so he scored 2. I think I scored the majority of my primary, got both of secondary, sorry, got both of those done. Blackmane got 1 done and sacked another. T2, he took the second the middle objective off me, which he got the 2 points for, and then controlled 3, so he got, you know, another 9. He got 9 VP in total, 11 actually in total for that. Managed to score 1 of his secondaries. I held my home and won, so I only got 6. Got both of my secondaries, so, you know, at the end of T3, it was, I said, 32-28. We ran out of time and couldn't get any further done, but obviously having fully painted armies, you get the extra 10, so it was 42-38. This is the mission we chose to play. Pretty simple, it made sense. As it was a practice mission, a practice game, we thought we would go with it. I did find that one of the great content creators on YouTube actually gave everyone the ability to print out the terrain features. So all the terrain is there. I have all of the terrain layouts printed off, and then I managed to go and do it properly so that now I have them all. This is the first half of them, you know, laminated. I have all of my bits of terrain, that templates that are required to be able to play the game comfortably, all laminated. Look, made it easy, made life simple. You know, the fact that GW wanted to charge $50 odd for these, like, when, you know, you can get them, print them out, laminate them, you know, why would you bother paying for them? The price that Games Workshop are putting on a lot of stuff is pricing a lot of people out of the market, and to be honest, it's a bit crazy. I'm becoming a little bit fed up with it, as I think a lot of other people that play the game are. But yeah, look, like the fact that they switched over to this versus having the little discs for terrain to mark out, you know, where you're going, what your mission is. They made it a little bit simpler. The rules for terrain itself, obscuring, all that kind of stuff, was a little confusing. It's stuff that I've been reading up on to try and get my head around it, so that we can play another practice game. Given that I'm at the new office, hopefully I will have the ability to be able to get the camera set up to be able to film the full game that we play, and then obviously I'll have to edit it to try and make it a little quicker, simpler, so it's not as crazy long as it could be, because, you know, no one wants to sit there and listen to us talk about stuff for 5 hours while we're trying to play a game, because we are both having had a little bit of hiatus towards the end of 10th for me, and Blackmane not getting as many abilities to have as many reps for 10th. We are a touch slow. We were a touch slow because we were trying to figure it all out. But again, every time we play, we get quicker. I definitely know that I will be attempting to get much quicker, much sooner, given that hopefully again I will be off in the middle of the year to play those tournaments, Benio Open and RatCon. But yeah, look, overall interesting, different. I'm not going to complain too much about the game. I thought it was fun. We had a good amount of laughs, and as I said, we didn't get many photos up. We'll be looking forward to doing that, playing another game and really getting those photos done so they can be put up and posted out. But yeah, as per normal, if you like what I do, guys, drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. I'm looking forward to getting hold of the actual cards for 10th and figuring out exactly how the game will play. Sorry, for 11th. Wow, so stuck in 10th. And figuring out exactly how it'll play and seeing what will go on. But yeah, that's all from me, guys. The other thing I do have to say is don't forget to get your minis of the month. It's another Seraphon Warrior. Feels like GWR. Definitely recycling those, but they're always good test models for test painting. I did paint a fair few of mine as part of the 100 minis that I pledged to do for the Million Miniatures Challenge that Games Workshop put out. But yeah, as per normal, guys, look after yourselves, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.